Hello, this is Catherine Riddle, and I am here to go over my Zuno web quest, Writing an Autobiography. This web quest is going to be a journey for students to discover who they are. The journey is going to be done by writing an autobiography of the student's past, present, and even some of the expectations of their future. The process will be done by brainstorming, rough draft writing, sharing, and asking for input by group work, independent writing, and then presenting to the class. The grade levels for this assignment are 9 through 12, and the curriculum used is English Language Arts. The introduction discusses how we all have somebody we want to know about. We want to know what they have to say about themselves, about their own life, not what Google has to say, not what social media has to say, or even what another person has to say about them, but their autobiography, their story, their life, the tell-all. The students are tasked with writing a 5-paragraph autobiography, which then will be included into a blank book where all autobiographies are put together. They will be writing their own story from childhood to elementary school, middle school, and even what has happened so far in high school. The lesson will take about 2 weeks to complete, with the specified task given daily. The third week will be spent to present the autobiographies to the class. The objectives. Beginning ESL students will be able to write a 5-paragraph autobiography and create the document in Word on a computer. Specific objectives. Students will use a graphic organizer to brainstorm ideas that they will include in the autobiography. Students will develop a rough draft by organizing their ideas into paragraphs and will use peer editing to receive feedback on their rough draft. Students will write a second draft using feedback from their peers and self-correcting techniques learned in class and will create their own autobiography by using Word on a computer. Students will demonstrate mastery of spelling, punctuation, capitalization, and organization skills for the final product. Here are some online resources that will help students to explain what an autobiography is and help brainstorm for ideas on what to include in their autobiography by giving examples and advice on how to start and to process the information to get it down on paper. The process of this web quest will be done in 4 steps. Step 1 is to brainstorm with the help of the teacher using graphic organizers and ideas on what to include in the autobiography. Step 2 is to be broken up into groups of 2, where they will read and share their autobiography with each other. Using a rubric, they will help look for things that need to be corrected. The students will make sure that everything is included in the autobiography and that it is complete. The students will then spend the rest of the class time, or for homework, rewrite their autobiography, making corrections and adding suggestions used in their editing meeting. Step 3. The students will then be broken up into different groups with different students, and they will be given the opportunity to go over the autobiographies again, make sure they're coherent and well organized. The students will then make corrections for their final draft. Step 4. The teachers will bring the class to the computer lab so they can start typing up the autobiographies. They will be typed in paragraph form, and the teacher will make sure that the format is correct. They can include some pictures, but are limited to 1 so that each autobiography is only 1 page. Then it will be put together in a book, and every student will receive a copy so that they can read everybody's story. Students will be evaluated throughout the entire project. After each step, the teacher will evaluate that certain process and provide feedback for the students. Evaluation will be scored based on the student's involvement, understanding, and the completion of each step in the process of writing his or her autobiography. The final product, the written product, will be evaluated based on this rubric. For the introduction, sequencing, clarification, grammar, usage, mechanics, spelling, the writing format will be graded. In conclusion, the students will share their stories to the class, and then the teacher and the students will discuss the types of information included in the stories and decide whether anything new has been learned from them. Assessments are based on objectives. Teachers will assess the autobiography using the rubric provided. It is the same rubric that the students used for their peer editing group work. Adaptations for students with learning disabilities. The teacher will provide examples or sample sentences that the students can copy if necessary, or the student will dictate the information to either a student or the teacher so that they can write down the information. Gifted students will be encouraged to add more detail to their autobiography and to perhaps write more than the required 5 paragraphs. Possible connections to other subjects. The class of second language students may use this in a social studies assignment where they will be asked to write about their experiences as immigrants. The teacher page expresses what I believe it is to be a teacher, what I believe every teacher should have, their goals, their wants, their needs, but also the needs of the students and how they want certain things. We want to leave a mark on the student's life. The students want to leave a mark on the teacher's lives. And that's what an autobiography is. It's leaving their footprint, their mark, their story behind. While they also grow through this process and learn how to be effective writers. These are some resources that were used for me to put this lesson plan together, some standards used, and credits to fellow teachers, my family, and just everyone that has encouraged. Also, the internet. The internet is a big help. So this is my Zuno WebQuest. I hope you guys enjoyed it.